stop it between to ask anything. After the interview is over, I will give a debrief. Thereafter, if there is any doubt, then Shourya will have the priority to clear his doubts, and then we will open to the other candidates to clear their doubts. Now, basically, what is an interview? It is an informal conversation between maybe one or two or more people. But this informal communication is not about gupshup. It has an aim, and the aim is to extract information. In our case, what information is required? Information on the 15 offshore-like companies. So while talking to you, we try to assess how much of these qualities do you possess and what is there left. So I make it informal because the idea is to make the candidate very comfortable, and you will see when you go to the selection board that during the testing period, no assessor will wear a uniform. No, if you see somebody in uniform, you might feel pressure. So everybody is in civics so that you are comfortable and give your best. Now, coming to the interview per se, before that, when you go, you have to fill a PIQ. PIQ is a personal information question. Now, this is very important because the interviewing officer, before a candidate comes, goes through his PIQ. And based on the information provided, it is like a first impression, and also it gives him grounds to prepare some sort of questions to start the interview. Then, based on the answers given, the questions keep developing further. Now, what is there in the PIQ? Okay, so the PIQ basically will have your first is about personal information, correct? What personal information? That is your name, your father's name, your place of residence, maximum residence, present residence with address, and population. So do not miss out on any of those things. Okay, the population is an important input. Know it beforehand so that you update the PIQ. A lot of people ask us, should we write Mr. or Shri in front of our parents' name or something? That's up to you. It's a little respectful. You can write either Mr. or Shri, it doesn't make any difference. Then you come to the next column, which talks about state and district. As a matter of habit, when we write an address, we are used to writing district and then state. In this case, what is written? State and district. So again, read carefully, do not make that mistake. Then we come to parents' information. Find the information about your brothers and sisters is important. Make sure that you tick. There are columns which says elder brother, elder sister, or younger brother, younger sister. Tick the appropriate thing so that the interviewing officer knows that you have got one elder brother and one younger sister. Then we come to your education. So in your education, board year, class year, and percentage. Now this percentage of marks is, some people write CGP converted into percentage. Then it talks about achievements. If you have any achievements, if you top the class or you got the highest in maths, something like that, you can always jot it down. Then we move on to the second page. The second page talks about NCC and all, and for the people who are working, it talks about their job. What are they doing? What is the income? It talks about those type of things. Then as we move down further, it talks about games and sports, period, representation, and outstanding. Now, many times it happens that people have not represented, but they still play. Therefore, you must have the basic information about the game. For people coming from Northeast, football is one of the popular games. Therefore, you must know the dimensions. You must know what is the timing for each half, what is the break in between, what happens when there is a tie, what is a penalty shootout. So this basic information, because even if you are interested and you are playing casually, I told you must be watching. You have somebody who is your favorite footballer, have to detail. If you are playing badminton, know the dimensions of the court, is the height of the net consistent, what is the height, is the dimensions different from. So whatever you are playing, even if you are not representing school or college, you should be inquisitive and have the very basic details which are required. Same goes for volleyball, dimension, height of the net. Okay, so those things should be available. Then we come to the next thing, which is hobbies and interests. Now, this is one area where I find that there is a room for improvement. Many times what happens when people go to the SSB, they, while filling this, they look into the other person also, or they ask him that tune kya likha hai? So they also write down that. Please do not make that fatal mistake. Whatever you write down here must have been actually done or performed by you. Which means that if you are saying trekking, then you should have actually trekked. Okay? If you are talking about some musical instrument, you must have some basic knowledge about that. So here again, it is not that if you write 7 items, then your score goes up. No. Right? What you have actually done. Then we come to the next column, which talks about name of activity group and duration of participation, outstanding achievement if many. Once again, self-explained. So, if you have been a class monitor or you have done something, you are the captain of a team, whatever there, you put down. And towards the end, you come to the situation of responsibility which I am talking in NCC. Since you are all NCC people, for you here, if you have been an SUO or you have been a sergeant cadet or you have been a whatever it is, if you have held any appointment, then you should mention that. And then you must know that why that appointment has been given. For NCC cadets, it is also important to know the basic NCC detail. What are the basic NCC detail? What is the motto? When is the NCC day celebrated? Who is the present DG of NCC? What is the aim of NCC? Something about range firing, something about map reading. All these things which you've done, you've gone to the camps. Okay, like one of the biggest mistakes I find people making mistake is, sir, have you done range firing? Yes, I've done. What weapon did you use? I used the .22. What is the nomenclature? Millimeter. Can a bullet be 0.22 millimeter? How much is a millimeter? This much. 0.22 of that is like a, so whatever you have done, have the basic information available. Okay, then CATC, then about the qualification requirement for your B certificate, for your C certificate, all these things, NCC people should be aware. Finally, we come to the entry and number of chances. So here also, whether it is short service or permanent appointment. So it will be either SSC or it will be PC. Then what is next? Choice of service. So it will be either Army, either it will be Navy or it will be Air Force. So make sure that you fill this PIQ carefully. Now once this PIQ is filled and the testing begins and you have been screened, then one of the day you will be called for the interview. First thing is dressing. Do not dress into very gaudy colors. Try to be basic. Wear a light shirt and a trouser matching or whatever it is, but do not wear a red shirt and go. It doesn't give a good impression. If you are wearing a tie, make sure that before going you check that you have a button on top. because if there is no button, then the collar will be like this and the tie will be hanging. So make sure that this is closed and the tie is fitting in snugly. A lot of people sort of leave the tie 1 inch, 1.5 inch below, not good. So just a little bit of grooming. Sometimes you go straight from the GT ground. So there's nothing much you can do, but make sure that you dust your shoes, wash your face, comb your hair. That's the maximum you can make presentable. Now, before the interview, you enter the interview room, you will be sitting outside. When you are sitting outside, just relax and try to remember what you have read. Do not make the fatal mistake of asking the candidate to come out, तेरे को क्या पूछा and what did you answer. This is a very important input I am giving you, because based on your PIQ and his PIQ, the same question and the answer can have different meaning. Therefore, you must ensure that you just relax, take care of what you are going to do, think about your PIQ, think about your answers. Okay. Now, it is easy to say, but anybody who enters the door has a certain amount of nervousness. It cannot be avoided. What you can do is take 2 deep breaths, try to enter with a confident gesture, which is go with a smile, stand in front or side by a chair, keep your arms by your side and wish correctly as per time of the day. If the NCC students want to say Jain sir, up to you. Otherwise, good morning or good afternoon as per time of the day. Evening normally this testing is not done. But make sure that if it is morning, you say good morning only, because that's the first statement you are going to make, and do not start on the wrong foot. Thereafter, you will be asked to sit down. Once you are asked to sit down, move towards the back of the chair so that your back is upright. Don't slouch like I am sitting. Move towards the back, keep your back upright. The chair will have arms, so you can place your arms on the handle of the chair, you can place them on your lap, you can cross them like you are sitting just now. See, some of them are sitting like this, some of them have kept it on the lap, some of them are on the chair. So whichever way you are comfortable, it makes no difference. The important thing is that once you sit down, you must maintain eye contact. You must keep looking into the eyes of the interviewing officer. That is very important. That eye contact is a sign of confidence. You must keep looking. Now, once you settle down, to make you comfortable, the interviewing officer will first ask you something which you have already performed an activity or something with which you are familiar with. Okay, where do you come from? Tell me about the place. Okay, how did you prepare for your SSB? Tell me about your journey to the SSB. So these type of questions. So here also you should have full inputs, because you are now apprehensive. You know, when you find he is asking me, tell me about your village, so you start feeling confident. Once you start answering, give details, go about it in an organized manner, because if you speak a little longer, your confidence will grow. But you must have the basic knowledge. See, I am not interested in the name of the place you come from. I would like to have the details. What is the historical background? What are the places of interest? What are the good facilities available? What are the problem areas? What is the connectivity? If it is agriculture, what is the agricultural use? So you must try to give details. So this gives a first impression and your confidence level grows. At any stage, if the confidence level is presumed to be okay, the interview will start, or if the candidate is not speaking further, then it is presumed that there is no point to try and make the person more comfortable. You can't waste time. It is expected that within this time you should be okay. When the interview starts, the questions are going to be clubbed. You are going to be asked a couple of questions which are going to be clubbed. Pay attention, listen carefully. Once the CIQ is over, you have to first remember the questions and then answer the questions, as many of them as you can without remembering. If you answer without remembering, it's a plus point. If you can answer in sequence, good. If you can't answer it in sequence, it doesn't matter. As long as you answer the question, fine. Again, all throughout the interview, the assessment is based on the details you provide. So a lot of questions may be suffixed with okay, why, and give reasons. But if not, from your side, you try to give as much as you can knowing about the thing. But the details have to be relevant. Don't talk nonsense. If I am asking about A, then stick to answering about A only. Do not go astray and try to answer something which is not relevant. Okay. Now the assessment is of the thought process. I cannot look into your brain or into your mind. How will I assess you? I will assess you on what you speak. So what you speak is going to be presumed what you are thinking. Now here again it is important that if you are conversant in English, please go ahead, keep answering. Any stage you are stuck, not getting the right sentence, not getting the right word, do not hesitate to speak in Hindi. I am repeating, do not hesitate to speak in Hindi. Speaking in Hindi is not negative. So the ideal situation is what we call English, which is a mixture of Hindi and English. So you speak on those lines, but it should not happen that you are thinking something and because of your communication you are communicating something else. Because like I told you, I can't see whether you are right. Do not tell lies. If you don't know something, gracefully acknowledge it. Okay? But also ensure that whatever questions you have not been able to answer, you make sure that you have the answers before you go for the final interview. Many times if you come up for discussion, there are chances that you may be asked the same question which you missed out. And if you are able to answer it during the final conference, your probability of getting recommended goes up. Okay. So these are some of the details which are important for the interview process. So I hope that you people have understood these points. And now what we will do, we will start the interview per se, starting with Shourya. Okay, Shourya, who gave you this name? What is the meaning of your name?
So this name was given to me by my mother, and so the meaning of my name is one who is brave, one who is strong.
Can you increase the volume? I can barely hear you.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you better now.
Yes, sir. So this my name was given to me by my mother, and so the meaning of my name is the one who is brave, the one who is strong, sir.
And how much do you live up to it?
So I try to live up to it, sir, to the fullest, sir. Yes, sir.
So you've been in Bhopal for a very long time.
No, sir. I've been in Bhopal after my graduation for the past 1 year, sir. And I've completed my schooling, like for 3 years. I've been in Bhopal from my 6th standard to my 9th standard. I studied in APS Bhopal, sir.
Okay, right. So tell me about Bhopal. What are some places of interest? What are the street foods? What are you fond of?
So I like to go along the lake area very much, sir. I would love to go there, have an evening walk, have some snacks on the street food, sir, like sir bhel and sir jamun also, sir, are there. And so some of the places I can think of, sir, we have a Paleolithic age rock art Bhimbedka near Bhopal, sir. And also we have a UNESCO site near Bhopal named Sachi, sir. Stupa belong to the Buddhism religion, sir. We have I believe, sir, we have a tooth of Lord Buddha visit there. And sir, yes sir, these are some of the places I can go, sir, and I went there, sir.
So what is the famous street food of Bhopal?
Sir, I believe it is. So basically, sir, I have eaten very much of non-veg, sir, since I've been in Bhopal, sir. So I believe, sir, non-veg is the main street food, sir. Mainly chicken and stuff, sir.
Why do you believe you have not eaten anything?
No, sir, I've mainly eaten only non-veg, sir, here. And rest of the street foods are they are prominent, sir, in Indore also, sir, and most of the places which are here in Bhopal also, sir.
Okay, right. What are the problems you face in Bhopal?
So so I didn't face very much problems here. I liked it here because I moved here from Indore, sir, and the traffic in Indore is very congested and very tiring, sir. And as compared to Bhopal, sir, people are here very good, sir. Not every person is in a hurry like Indore, sir. Every person is civilized, minding their own lane, sir. And so yes, sir. I don't think I've faced any problems in Bhopal, sir.
No problem, no water logging, no traffic congestion,
No, sir.
no security, no threat, nothing.
No, sir. Nothing, sir.
Then Bhopal should be featuring in number one city of the country, which I don't find it. So I'm sure there would be some problems.
So people here are very good, sir. They are very helping. Like when I moved here from Indore, sir, most of the places I don't know where to go, how to go, sir. The route I didn't know, and this Google Maps was very confusing. So if I stop in a circle, sir, I ask for one person, sir. Four of the persons come and tell me, sir, this is the way, this is the way. So they are very helpful, sir.
But Indore is the cleanest city.
Yes, Indore is the cleanest city, sir. For the past.
Then how do you say that Bhopal must not be as clean? So that would be one of the problems.
Yes, sir, but sir, in Indore, sir, it is a fast-moving city, sir, as compared to Bhopal, sir. Everybody is busy in their life, and not many people have the time to help the other person, as compared to in Bhopal, sir.
Okay, right. So we first talk about your education and we will take class 10 as the baseline.
Right, sir.
Okay? Starting from say class 10 onwards up to your present level of education, I would like to know the subject you like best and maybe some you were not interested in, the grades or percentage of marks you scored in each class, about your friend circle in school, your class, your best friend and reasons in support, co-curricular activities that you participated in, any position about position of responsibilities, also about the teacher who impressed you most or there was someone who didn't impress you as much.
So starting from my 10th standard, sir, I scored around 64 percentage in my 10th standard, sir. And in my 12th standard, sir, I scored around 67 percentage of marks, sir. So throughout my school, sir, throughout my schooling, I've liked social sciences very much, sir. And I was not fond of mathematics as a subject very much, sir, because there were a lot of calculations, and I could not solve many of the problems at that time, sir. And social science attracted me as a subject of interest, sir, because...
Hey, listen here, I'm still not able to hear you very clearly.
Sir, can you hear me now?
Do something about your volume.
Sir, can you hear me now?
Little better. You move a little closer, I think that would be better.
So very closer to the laptop, sir. Sir, am I audible now?
Yeah, better. Okay, so start again. You didn't like maths. Continue.
Yes, sir. So I don't like maths because it has a lot of calculations, and some of the mistakes I've done are very humongous in maths, sir. So I didn't quite perform well in maths, sir. But when it comes to social sciences, so it strikes me as a interest subject because it has all the 12 points that a person can learn about the society, sir. It has sub points in sub subjects like history, economics, political science, and geography. It combines all the 4 subjects in which a person can learn about its own country, about world, about history, politics, sir. And then when moving to my college, sir, I picked out engineering and computer sciences, sir. I played, sir, sports in my school days also, sir. I've played district level football competition named Sahodaya in my 10th standard, sir. There in my team scored third place in the all over district level competition, sir. And then when I went to college, sir, in my second year I participated in the Model United Nations, and I was the member of USA, sir. I became the USA as a country in the committee of DISEC, sir. That is Disarmament of International Security Committee, sir. And also, sir, after that, in the next year, in my third year, I went on to sir, co-head the promotion team of that MUN, sir. And so one of the teachers I didn't like is my environmental science teacher, which was a optional subject in my college, sir.
What was
Because
the optional subject?
sir, environmental science. This was
Okay.
an optional subject that our class picked as a whole in my engineering, and so I didn't like her because at times she was very partial with the students, and a bit times very rude also, and I didn't like it very much, sir. And as a teacher, sir, I believe in my 8th standard, I picked on a teacher named Sucheta ma'am. She teach me social sciences, and the way she explained things, sir, I didn't have very much interest in politics and in a subject called polity at that time very much. But the way she explained all the things in legislative assemblies to the parliament, to the roles of executive, union, judiciary, three pillars of democracy, sir, it all struck me with such interest, sir, and I liked her very much, sir, at that time. And sir, in my college, sir, this is the only achievement I've done, sir, as a co-curricular activity. Yes, sir.
Your friends?
Yes, sir. So at the time of my school, sir, I had a huge circle of friends, sir. From my days in Army Public School also, sir. Then I went to study my higher education in DPS Sagar, sir. I've made very much friends, sir. And there also I picked on a club, a football club, sir, named Titan in Sagar district, sir. There I used to play with my friends. Also participated in many tournaments of district level, sir, along with associated with that club. And so when I moved towards college, sir, the college conditions were very diverse, sir. We have students from all over the country, sir. And at first I was very nervous by interacting with all of them, sir. But eventually, one semester passed, and I indulged with everybody. And out of those three, sir, out of that class, sir, I get on with three friends, sir. Mainly one is Yash, another one is Shruti, and another one is Akshat, sir. So,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Why did you like them?
Sir,
They were your best friend, but there would be some reasons for liking them.
sir, so from the starting, Yash was a CR of our class representative, sir. He was a very very organized person, sir. If you want a connection with a particular faculty, if you want resources about your upcoming semester exams, so he's the person to get to. So, and he was at times very helpful to all the students. A very resourceful person, sir. So as we move on to Shruti, sir, she was a very jolly person. Everyone in the class liked her, and the sense of humor she has, it's wonderful, sir. And so when we move towards Akshat, sir, Akshat is a close friend of mine, and he was at times a very he, he's very jolly, sir, and he's married now, and yes, sir, he's belonged to that part of the family in Indore, sir, that gets married very early in life, sir. So he's married now, and we make fun of him very often that he got married so early. And this is it, sir.
Okay, Shourya, I find that your marks haven't been very encouraging these days. 90s are also considered just about average. 60 is definitely a low score.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
So, starting from my 10th, sir, I was a very diverse kind of personality, sir. I had very much interest in football as much, sir, and also in singing as much, but that was not really much interest in that time, sir. But I focused on football at that time very much. But I also focused on my studies, but not very much, sir. So it reflected a little bit on my academic score also. My teachers also pushed me that you have a lot of potential in that academic section, and you have the potential to become one of the toppers of the class. So, but I was heavily invested in playing football and hanging around with friends, making new connections. So it reflected a little bit in my score as well, sir.
So Shourya, I can understand you being interested in football and devoting time, but on the level you represented, you should have understood where you stand and probably concentrated more on study. Obviously, if you represented state or under 19 and then not studied, well, got some logic. But who says I put effort here, not good there also, not good. What happened? Nobody guided you also, your parents, your friends, nobody?
So my parents guided me very much, sir, and my friends were kind of so not so aligned with studies at that time. So I was in that kind of a group. But sir, my parents guided me. But so I picked on the interest of choosing the armed forces as an option after my 10th standard, sir. And then on, sir, I completed my 11th and 12th in Indore, sir, for there's a academy named Force Defense Academy. So, but I picked on academics as a whole, sir, after my 10th standard, and by that time, sir, the damage was done, sir.
So after 10th you got interested in academics. Did you try for NDA or anything?
Yes, sir, I gave around 3 attempts in NDA, sir.
Don't clear the written?
No, sir, I couldn't clear it, unfortunately, sir.
Okay, Shourya, you finished your BTech in 25.
Yes,
Normally, at the time a person finishes his BTech, companies come for placement. What happened to your placement?
So I participated in, I enrolled in some of the placement drives, sir, in my college. So, but I couldn't clear it at that time. I participated in 3 countries, and currently I'm also preparing for other companies. Like I've given interviews of Volvo company. I've also I have a interview scheduled for TCS as well, sir. So, but at that time, sir, the college faculty was not very supportive of the students who were participating in the college drive, sir. The pressure was huge on the college faculty as the number of students were very much. So the guiding principle there was a bit off, sir. So at that time I couldn't clear it.
You finished in 25. What are you doing after that?
Sir, since then I'm preparing for the armed forces, sir. Since then I've given attempts of mainly CDS and AFCAT, sir. And yes, sir.
Okay, Shourya, you were also fond of the teacher who taught you social sciences and about the parliament and all. So, how is one elected to the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha?
Sir, when we talk about Rajya Sabha, sir, in Rajya Sabha, members get elected by the state legislative assemblies, sir. They are nominated to the state legislative assemblies, sir, into the Rajya Sabha. And sir, in Lok Sabha, we have elections every 5 years. And sir, people directly vote to the party representative that gets elected and go to the Lok Sabha as a member of parliament.
Where all has the voting been done recently and when is the date of the results?
Sir, in mainly 4 states, sir, voting has been done recently. Mainly in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, and West Bengal, sir. The results are to be announced on May 4th of all
Are
the.
you missing out something?
Yes, sir, I believe I'm missing one state, sir.
What is that? It's a northeast state.
Yes, sir, Assam also. Sorry, sir. Assam is there, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, since you are so much keen about a footballer, who's your favorite footballer and why?
Sir, Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo is my favorite footballer. And since my childhood, since my teenage, sir, I've looked up to him as a role model, sir. Because sir, he's very good looking also at times, sir, and he's a very good influencer in the world stage also, sir. There was an instance in the recent times, sir, around 1 year ago, that he was on a press conference and there was a bottle of Coca-Cola in front of the table, sir. He picked on the bottle and put it down and say no to the camera, sir. And the shares of Coca-Cola dropped significantly after that. So he was the best influencer in football history, sir. and he's close to scoring his 1,000 goals in football, sir.
Which team does he play for?
So currently he plays for Al Nassr. Yes, sir. Al Nassr
And he
FC.
belongs to which place?
So he belongs to sir Portugal. He is he's the president of Portugal as a country, sir.
Okay, Shourya. So then generally, what is the opinion of your friends about you? What do they think about you?
Sir, they think of me as a very jolly person, sir, and one who motivates them to study in the college, sir. As my friends were not very academically inclined in the college, sir, it very much involved in other activities like sports and organizing fest. So I motivated them to study with me, and so we scored around same percentage in college, sir. And I also motivated them to get in shape also, sir, as many of them were quite healthy at that time. So they also criticized me about why you are such a fitness freak and why you have to be so consistent and persistent about health. And but sir, now they are all all of them, mostly all of them are going to the gym, running, doing their workouts, sir. And so yes, sir.
But Shourya, I don't agree on motivating your friends for study. I think more motivation for study was required for you.
Yes, sir. At that time, sir, in my college, in the starting of my college, sir, I needed some motivation. But as I move forward, sir, in the last of my 4 semesters, sir, I scored very much well, sir, in my college. So yes, sir, they were also impressed by how I gradually increased my academic score. Yes, sir.
Okay, besides being this freak, are there other things which your friends would like you to improve or do better in?
Sir, they would like me, probably, sir, they will like me to get better in my social skills sometimes, sir. And I believe also, sir, I have, yes, sir, I believe social skills would be the factor there, in which they would tell me to improve, sir.
But you say you're being such a friendly person, you have such a big circle of friends. What is the problem in your social skills?
Sir, I don't induct new friends very much often, sir. Like I have a few amount of friends, and if I want to include some of my new friend into a friend group, sir, I am very selective in that, sir. That's why, sir, I'm not very I am very selective of my friends, sir.
What holds you back?
Yes, sir.
What holds you back? What is your hesitation?
So that the other person would in somehow will harm me or emotionally mainly, sir, and will try to take advantage of our group as a whole, sir. Or I'm trying to preserve that, sir, because in college, sir, I've seen many encounters of friends who are very much not up to the mark, sir, and very mean also, sir. So I try to keep it as a shield, sir.
So does this feeling come because of some past bad experiences, or it is just an inference?
No, sir, definitely. It has been, it has its roots from past experiences, sir.
Okay, right. So, what are your hobbies and interests? How do you spend your spare time? What is your routine these days? When you're at home, what time do you get up? And time-wise in detail, how do you spend your full day? And if it is different on certain days, how is it different?
So my hobbies are listening to music, playing video games, and so playing football. And so
Playing what?
playing football, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So one of my interests is playing ukulele, sir. It is a small instrument that looks like guitar and has its origin from Hawaii as a state, sir, a US state. A Portugal sailor put that particular instrument there, sir. It was originated from Hawaii also, sir. And sir, in my routine looks like this, sir. If I'm preparing for some examination like CDS or AFCAT, sir, I wake up around 5:15 to 5:30 a.m. After that, I get freshen up, go for my morning run, do some CrossFit. After that, some workout. Then I came back, get fresh, go head for library, sir. I study around 7 hours, mostly sir 7 to 8 hours, by taking some menial breaks in between, sir. Then I came back, revise all the formulas and all the things that I've studied in the library, sir. Talk to my friends and family, sir. And sometimes when I feel very burnout, sir, I go to visit lake and have some street food with my neighborhood friends also, sir. this is my routine. If I'm preparing for some examinations, sir. If I'm preparing for SSB, like current situation, sir, the starting of my routine, the starting of my day is same, sir. Then I move ahead to come to Chandra, sir. Yes, sir.
With whom do you go for running and how much do you run?
So I run solo, sir, and I run around 5 kilometers daily, sir.
5 kilometers?
Yes, sir.
How much time?
So I took, sir, around 28 minutes, sir, today.
So,
I have to improve it, sir. It's not up to the mark.
Approximate speed in kilometers per hour?
So approximately I would say, sir, 8 to 9 kilometers per hour, sir.
5 kilometers you do in 28 minutes.
Right, sir.
Okay?
Right, sir.
So your speed will be about 8 to 9 kilometers per hour.
Approximately, sir.
Okay. Right. Oh, how many? This ukulele, the strings are, how many strings are there and what are they made of?
Sir, there are 4 strings made of, sir, polymer, sir.
They are not metallic?
No, sir, they are not metallic like guitars, sir. And though they do not sting like a guitar, sir. They are very soft to play and easier to play, sir. That's why I picked such an instrument, sir, which is easier to play.
Do they give the same type of results as the guitar?
Yes, it not up to the very mark, sir. If we compare both instruments, sir, it is slightly on a lesser level, sir. But the sound which it produces, sir, it is closely to the guitar, sir.
Okay. Sorry, how many members are there in the family? What does each one do? What responsibilities you take? How do you handle your family members? And what qualities you think you inherit from your parents?
Sir, my family consists of 3 members, sir. My father, mother, and me. So my father is a surveyor and loss assessor in an insurance company. Mainly, sir, he's a self-employed surveyor who works for many insurance companies, sir. So my mother is a teacher who also happens to study social sciences, sir. So I believe, sir, social sciences is in my blood, and I take social science as a subject from my mother also, sir. One of the qualities, sir, that my father possesses is, sir, he's a very good speaker, sir. He persuades people when he's in a group, sir. He's a people's person, sir, I would say. And when he meets a new person, sir, that person gets influenced by my father very much, sir. He's very eloquent in his persuasion skills, sir. He's very eloquent, very good speaker, sir. So I would like to take that one quality from him, sir. And sir, my mother is very diligent, very disciplined woman, sir. And she's very prompt in her decisions, sir. She takes time very seriously and does her tasks on time, sir. So that one quality I would like to take from my mother also, sir. And sir, at our whole household, sir, mainly, sir, when the groceries are out, sir, and we have to go get groceries, sir, I am the person who get groceries most of the time, sir. And if I'm not there, if I went to sir's coaching or I'm in the library, sir, then my father's get groceries. I also have my mother in the kitchen, sir, to cut all the. So my cooking skills at the time I was in college not very up to the mark, sir. But my mother scolded me this one time that if you want to live on your own, so you have to. This is a life skill of cooking. So she taught me, and while working in the kitchen, sir, I learned some cooking skills with the help of my mother, sir.
But in college you were a day scholar, correct?
No, sir. I studied in Indore, sir, and my parents.
Yeah, but in your PhD in the column day scholar or whatever you have written day scholar.
Yes, sir. Day scholar is in. Sir, I used to live in a flat, sir, not hostel. So
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So anyway, that means you left home, huh?
Yes, I left home, sir, in college.
What is the first time?
No, sir. I left home after my 10th standard, sir. I went to Indore for my 11th and 12th studies, sir. When I was
Okay, let's hear about your experiences when you left home for the first time. What all did you miss? How did you feel? How much time did it take you to adjust to the new environment? What were the advantages or disadvantages you feel happened in your life staying away from family?
Sir, when I left home after my 10th standard, sir, I was very nervous about the outside world, sir. As I come from Sagar, sir, it was a small town in MP, and I'm moving towards Indore, so it's a big metro city and very rich city in sorts. And so my financial when I reach Indore, sir, I didn't know where to stay, what to stay, so I hired a broker along with my friends who were at that time in my college. I mainly new friends in my college, sir. So we were going and finding all the places that I can live in. So we hired a flat, and so mainly in Indore, sir, as a person who is from the outside, sir, I faced really much difficulty in finding good food, sir, for the students, as food is the main availability, and so yes, sir. The main thing was finding the good food. Place to live is almost good, sir, but food was the main difficulty. And so when I reached there, the spending was skyrocketed. So I didn't get hold on my spending, sir. And when I look at my statement of the 1 month spending, sir, I was appalled, sir, that how can I spend so much. So those were some of the
How did you overcome your food problem?
on a food problem, sir. So I look for a mess which has roots from my background back in Sagar, sir. So I used to converse with the owners in my language, sir, Bundelkhandi. So there we grabbed a good connection, and the food was really good there, sir.
Okay. What good things have you learned staying independent?
So, so the most prominent thing is you have to look out for your own, sir. Your health.
You have to.
So you have to look out for your own self, sir. Nobody is coming to save you. I got ill in my second year of engineering. I got jaundice, sir, and because of the contaminated food or water, sir. And so in that time, I realized, sir, I have to look at myself and I have to eat clean, go to the gym regularly, and so this was the main difficulty I faced when I lived alone, sir.
Okay, right. Your motivation for defense, what is special? How did you get interested? And why Air Force?
So, joining the armed forces, sir, it's not a sudden decision. It has, sir, joining the armed forces, it is not a sudden decision, sir. It has been impacted in my childhood also, sir, because I've studied in 3 years in Army Public School, Bhopal, sir. I've seen many personnel, sir, whether it is officers, whether it is Evans, so how they carry themselves, the way of confidence, the sense of purpose they feel. And sir, I believe, sir, what stayed with me is their attitude, sir, mostly their attitude towards life, and the quality that they possess, sir, of not taking things too seriously in life and enjoying the rest of the life what they have, sir. And so most of all, sir, when when an army personnel, when an armed forces personnel go out in the public, sir, and a normal civilian who looks up to him, sir, when he sees him, sir, his heart fills with love, respect, and gratitude for the armed forces, sir. And that kind of respect is not demanded, sir. It is only earned. And I feel the armed forces gives that kind of respect when a person wears that uniform, sir.
Shourya, I have a little different of opinion on this count.
Right, sir.
Because I find that these days the respect which you are talking does not seem to be existing in good stead. Many times you read in the newspaper that even an ordinary policeman has misbehaved, whereas an IS officer or a bureaucrat has a much upper hand.
So I believe there should be an education system in which they should include a chapter on how to respect the army personnel, paramilitary personnel, because they're giving their time, their duty to the nation, sir. I believe we have a chapter about politicians. I believe we have a chapter about judges and all the bureaucrats also, sir. Everybody thinks of the profession of IAS and IPS as a imperial profession, sir. But I believe nobody looks at armed forces personnel as a good image and good sense of respect, sir.
Okay, which programs have you applied for?
So I've applied for the Short Service Commission. So,
Alright?
so I've applied for, firstly, sir, my preference is flying, then air guided system, sir.
You're fit for flying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's presume that you get through your SSB and you'll be recommended and your name is in the merit as well. Where will your training be done? what is the duration of your training, which are the types of aircrafts you would be flying, what will be your first rank as you get promoted, your subsequent ranks, presently who's chief of the air staff, what is the motto of the Air Force?
So the motto of the Air Force is Touch the Sky with Glory. So my training will be held at Air Force Academy Dundigal, and so one of the aircrafts I would love to fly is Rafale, the Salt Rafale, sir.
No, first we'll come to that later. Stick to the questions. Duration of training, the aircrafts you would fly during training.
So the training will be around 1.5 years, sir.
Is it around or is it a comprehensive fixed period?
So comprehensive fixed period, sir. Around one and a
Then
half.
why are you saying around?
Yes, sorry, sir. It is a fixed period of 1.5 years, sir. And sir, I really don't know about the flying training aircraft that I would fly, sir. And I will learn about it and get back to you in the conference.
Rank structure,
So rank structure starts with the commissioning of flying officer, then flight lieutenant, squadron leader, then squadron leader. After that, group captain. After that, air commodore. Then air vice marshal, air chief marshal, and marshal of the Indian Air Force.
okay. Right. So, can you tell me about some fighter aircraft, some transport and helicopters, and if given a choice, which aircraft would you like to fly and the reasons and support?
So mainly in the arsenal of Indian Air Force, we have around 4 to 5 fighter aircraft, starting with our indigenously built Tejas, sir. Then moving on to Sukhoi 30 MKI. After that, sir, Dassault Rafale French made, sir, and Mirage 2000. After that, yes, sir, these are the fighter aircrafts I can think of, sir. After that, sir, transport helicopters, Mi-17 is there, Russian made Mi-17, and sir, Chinook, USA, who has its roots from USA, sir. Chinook is also a transport helicopter. We have our transport helicopter Zoof, and yes, sir, these are the transport helicopters and attack fighter planes. And I would love to fly Rafale, as it is a multi-role fighter, sir, which has a defense capability of, which is a, yes, sir, I would like to fly Rafale, sir.
What is the principle of flight? How does an aeroplane fly?
So aeroplane flies on the personal principle of Bernoulli's principle, sir, and in which it is states that the air pressure on top of the aircraft is low as compared to the down body of the aircraft, sir. So it builds a low pressure area on the top of the aircraft, and it gives a lift, and it states the Bernoulli's principle, sir.
How can the low pressure create lift?
So because I believe that because low pressure area has a lighter sort of air, sir, and high pressure area has a denser form of air, sir. That's why low pressure.
Is it the high pressure which is giving the lift, or is it the low pressure which is giving the lift?
So it is the low pressure giving the lift, sir. Because
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Why not the high pressure below the wings? If the pressure is higher, then only it will lift.
So if the winds are higher, so if at the high pressure area, sir, the winds will be denser, sir, in weight, and the low pressure area, low pressure system has a lighter air in sort, sir.
Okay. What are the forces which act on an aircraft?
Sorry, sir, I don't know about that, but I will learn about it.
Okay. How many commands are there?
So there are total 7 commands in the Indian Air Force, sir, in which
Sure.
5 are operational, sir. 1 is maintenance and 1 is.
Location.
So starting from maintenance command, that is in Nagpur, sir, and then moving on to training command, that is in Bangalore. Then southern command, that is in Thiruvananthapuram, sir. Western command is in.
Okay. Understood. So, Shourya, how do you keep yourself updated on what is happening in the country, what's happening around in the world? What is your source and method? And thereafter, I would also be interested in knowing some events which, from your perspective, are current and important both. Let's make it 3 each.
Right, sir. Sir, when I want to learn about current affairs or the geopolitical area, sir, I refer to the newspaper Indian Express, sir, as I'm currently reading it, sir. And if I want a comprehensive structure, sir, I refer to the Dainik Bhaskar English app, sir, which gives me a comprehensive explanation of that particular topic if I want to learn about it, sir. And sir, top three international news I can think of, sir. One is that UAE has left the OPEC Plus and OPEC Forum, sir, which will affect the oil prices significantly. It is a good news for India as India is looking for cheap prices of petroleum all around the world, sir. So yes, sir. UAE is one of the members which have exited from the OPEC forum, and so it has also willing to increase its production from 3.4 million barrels to 5 million barrels. And so it will get an impact on geopolitical strata also, sir, as Iran is deploying its forces near its borders and keeps on attacking its neighbors, sir. So it is news, sir. And one of the international news I can think of, sir, is WHO has released hepatitis B and C reports for the world, sir, in which India, China, and Nigeria consist of 2 by 3rd population in which it is affected, sir.
Okay. What's the update on Iran?
Sir, Trump.
Israel war.
So President Trump keeps on pressuring Iran to take the peace deal and apply to the ceasefire, adhere to the ceasefire, and push their nuclear program aside and open the Strait of Hormuz, sir. But Iran is very reluctant, and there has been a phone call yesterday with US President Trump and Russian President Putin, sir. 1.5 hour long call was there, sir, and they talked about Ukraine, mainly about Ukraine.
Okay, national news.
Sir, the national news, sir, we have elections. The election polls will be declared on 4th May, sir, and so that a particular news about national news, that is, so MP government has made a panel of 60 members that will make a bill of uniform civil code, and it will to be presented in the state legislative assembly within 60 days also, sir.
Don't follow IPL?
No, sir, I don't have that much. No, sir.
Not interested in cricket?
No, sir, not that much, sir.
Okay, right. So, Shourya, from your own assessment of yourself, what do you think would be your assets or your strong points? And there would be some areas where you feel you can improve or you can develop. What are those areas and what are you doing for the development?
So one of my strengths I would like to say is empathy, sir. I really connect with the person I'm talking to, whether it is a milkman or whether it is an IT professional or a person who is working in a corporate or is a teacher or is a doctor, sir. I believe empathy is one of my strengths, sir. And sir, also I believe my strength is, sir, I am very resilient in adversity, sir.
You're very?
Sir, I am very resilient in adversity, sir. Whenever I feel adverse conditions, sir, in my 10th standard, my grandmother passed away when I had my board exams, especially my maths exams, sir. Even after that, sir, I looked up and take care of my father and gone to the examination the next day, sir. So I believe that is my strength, sir. The area of my improvements, I would like to believe that I would like to be more eloquent in speech, sir. I sometimes I fumble.
Okay, anything else?
So sometimes I fumble very much while speaking to people. I would like to improve that, sir. And also, yes, sir, that is the area of improvement, sir.
So what are you doing to improve? Or are you only thinking of improving?
So what I'm thinking of doing about myself.
No, you're saying that eloquency is your problem.
Yes, sir.
So you want to improve. Are you doing something or are you only thinking about improving?
No, sir, I make videos about my lecturing topics daily, sir, on my phone. I record myself and make notes, sir, that you have smiled here, or you should have maintained eye contact here. So I particularly make notes about it, sir. So that's how I improve, by recording myself. And yes, sir.
So Shourya, being the only child, did you miss company of siblings and how did you make up for this gap?
Sir, as in my family, sir, are close cousins, sir. I only have two close cousins, sir. My little sister and my elder sister, sir. And my parents and my relatives have maintained a ecosystem in which, sir, we don't feel like that we are cousins, sir. We feel like that we are a family and we are real siblings, sir. So I didn't feel like that need of sibling in particular, sir. Whenever I feel
Okay,
anxious,
sorry,
yes, sir.
for some reason, if you don't get recommended, then what do you do and what are your alternate goals and options?
So if I don't get selected this time, sir, then I would come again came again on the knocking on the door of SSB, sir, until I get selected. And so even if that doesn't work out for me, sir, I will get a job in the corporate sector. And yes, sir, this will be my backup option, sir.
Okay, at this stage the interviewing officer will tell you that the interview is over and if you have any questions, avoid asking questions. If you still insist, ask something relevant to the service or otherwise, but don't ever ask, sir, how have I performed or will I do the interview?
Right, sir.
Okay?
Right, sir.
Okay, now before I give a debrief, let me emphasize that this was a training interview.
Right, sir.
Therefore, I was prompting also, I was trying to get responses also, and that is the reason why the interview has continued for so long.
Right, sir.
In the actual interview, there is no prompting. Whatever you answer, based on that, the interview will proceed further. If you don't answer, then sometime within 15, 20 or 25 minutes, the interview is over. Because you must have seen that the further questions come from the answers which you provide. If there is no input coming from your side, then the interviewing officer will not talk to or prompt you to be इसका मैंने answer निकालना है. If you answer, the interview goes forward. If you don't answer, it finishes. So since this was a training system, my effort and endeavor was to push and show you as much as possible of what is the type of questions which should be asked and what should be the answer and how does an interview progress. We will now first talk about Shourya. Shourya, you could have opened up much better.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now surprising things like, if you are living in Bhopal, I am asking you about street food. Come on man, you must be, if you go around to देख रहा होगा यार कभी यहाँ पे भेलपुरी भी मिलती होगी या गोल गप्पे भी मिलते होंगे. तो say कि मैं तो नॉन वेज खाता हूँ मुझे तो मालूम नहीं कि this is very, your observation has been zero. And even if you have not seen, there is something called common sense. I am not doing the Bhopal. So even if you tell me 3 or 4 things which are common everywhere, you could have probably covered these things or you started putting elements of doubt in my mind. Similarly, whenever we talk about a place and there are defense establishments and you are a defense aspirant, you must try and cover those points. Okay, therefore Bhopal has some army establishment, we should have covered up those points.
Yes, sir.
Okay, similarly, there is no city or country or place in this world which doesn't have problem. You are the first person who is saying that you live in a place where there is no problem. It is not possible. Once again, your assessment and your observation has been poor. So you should know about all these things. You mean when I am talking, I mean all candidates should also do. So these are basic inputs which you should do. Now your marks have been low. Okay. Now the justification, well, you can't go back to the past now. Okay. But at that stage, if you had achieved something in the sports side, it was okay. If you had achieved something in academics, it's okay. I neither achieved on both sides. But you have been honest कि सर मतलब मेरी कंपनी भी ऐसी थी कि हम खेलते थे वो करते थे. But there is nothing which can be brought back. Your parents also try to influence you on these matters. You didn't listen. So again, this wasn't a very positive point, but you have been honest about it. But then, if that was the case, then there should have been some improvement in your BTech. By now, if you have realized that this is the thing, again in BTech, BTech marks are not that high, but then they are always in the upper 70s. So again, you have not done well academically. Similarly, about the campus placement. This campus placement also an indication that you have problems somewhere. Otherwise, you may have got a placement which you may not have opted to take. There is a difference between not being placed and difference that I got a company in which I felt there was no future or it was in a backward area or this or this. But not being placed at all, once again, will not speak best. Coming to your favorite subject, well, it's up to you. A lot of people prefer maths as their favorite subject because they find it quite logical and methodical, challenging. That's up to you. So if you like other subjects, especially if you talk about geography or not, then you should be able to answer questions on geography. It could be anything. It could be on state of Malacca. It could be on, state of Hormuz. It could be if you are going from here to there, which seas and which states and which countries will pass. What are the countries surrounding India? What are the seven sister states? It could be anything. So, if you, whatever subject you say is favorite, you should be able to update yourself. Now, your favorite teacher is your social studies type teacher, and you did not like your and what is this environmental studies teacher because of the being partial and rude sometimes. Now, basically, the reasons in support should be a little more amplified. Okay, a teacher, what exactly, like let us say, let's see what does a teacher have? I would say a teacher, many teachers are not very regular. So punctuality is very important. Method of teaching, very important. Method of teaching itself is not very. Some teachers are interactive. They encourage the weaker students. So if required, they hold extra classes. Some teachers are approachable, if your doubt is not clear, they will be available after class also. You can go to the staff room and even a candidate or say that you can send a doubt on email and get the answer back. So there are different ways to be helpful, active of the teachers also. Similarly, some teachers are mentors. You go to that teacher if you have a personal problem related to life or to your profession or to your career. You go to some teacher. So if these are the other type of things which you see. Even if you find a teacher always very smartly dressed, it is a positive thing. So just teaching method itself is a good point, but you could explore and look into more points. Similarly, we come to your friend circle. Okay, so friend circle is in other ways looking at the quality of another person. Okay, for any common man, if given a choice, what type of friend you would like to have? You would say, I would like to have a friend who is like me, who is a very jolly type of person. I would like to have a friend who is helpful, somebody I can depend upon, somebody who is trustworthy. Okay, the other person can be academically very good, maybe an outstanding sportsman, maybe somebody who is probably very fond of joining the defense, which is something similar to your interest. It could be somebody who's too much interested in outdoor activity. It could be somebody who's an all-rounder. So there are so many things. Okay. So if you have two people, you can't have five best friends. So your best friend can be 1, 2, maximum 3, and you can split that you have to explain I like A because of this, B because of this. C. Then you come to your extracurricular activities. Okay. Whatever you have done, fine. Whatever you is an evening football and devotion is fine. Then we talk about your going away from home. Now you must be crystal clear in your mind. Okay. First thing is that when you stay away, anybody who stays away becomes more independent, self-reliant and confident. Now you have to do everything yourself. You have to get up in the morning, you have to wash your own clothes, maybe sometimes cook. So first thing is it makes you independent, self-reliant and more confident. Second thing is that now you are staying in, let's say, PG you said. There are people from different walks of life. So it gives you a chance to be more socially, you adjust better socially. Okay? And you take on responsibility as well. Okay? Then staying away gives you other opportunities as well. Okay, let's say if you are staying in a hostel also, and then there are sporting facilities, you have time to do. So just look at those things, you should be more specific and clear at it as to what happens. Coming to your own qualities, you are jolly and you motivate others and for study. Motivating for studies is not really understood because what I said, you require more self-motivation from your own point of view, and also your parents try to motivate you which you did not succeed or accept to do. When you are not doing it yourself, how can you motivate others? Okay. Similarly, there would be no reason if you are playing football, they might find you to be a football freak, they might find you who's, you mentioned that your physical fitness is. So there could be other things as well. Hardworking, dedicated, goal-oriented, defense, passion for defense. These things should be clear. Coming to your daily routine, it was very sketchy. See, if you go at 5:30, then you come back, say I come back about 6:30 and I have my freshen up, have my breakfast, then from 8 o'clock I sit down to study. My first session is of 3 hours, I study till 11 o'clock, then I take a break, then I do this, then I play a little bit of your guitar, and then I help my mother with the lunch, then we have lunch, I have a small nap, and then at 2 o'clock I sit down and I study till 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock normally I go out, spend time with my friends, I'm back by 7, and then we sit as a family, we have a chat, and we talk here. So it wasn't very clear what we were doing. It was very sketchy. It needs to be more detailed. Now, in 28 minutes, you run 5 kilometers. Suppose you were running 5 kilometers in 30 minutes. Your speed would have been 10 kilometers per hour. If you are running 5 kilometers in less than 30 minutes, obviously your speed should be a little more than 10 kilometers per hour. Then how are you getting a speed which is lesser? No, you could have said a little over 10 kilometers, I can understand. But to say that it will be 8 kilometers, how is that? If in 30 minutes you run 5 kilometers in 1 hour, now don't try to tell me that I would have got tired. Because I didn't ask you that. I asked you a simple question, it's a mathematical question. So again, this I will not be doing it. As far as the family part is concerned, that's okay. What you have done, and your only child also, you will be able to manage well in life. That's fine. Your defense knowledge needs to be updated. Okay. And also, please update you on your this thing. To my knowledge, if the pressure from here is lifting the aircraft into the air, then it is this pressure which will get the aircraft lifted. What happens is, because of the wind shape, the surface area being more, the speed on top is more, the pressure is less. Pressure at the bottom is more. As the aircraft keeps accelerating, this pressure also keeps increasing. So there is a certain speed which we call V1. At that speed, it is enough for the aircraft to get off the ground. Now once it has got off the ground, it will still require the forward motion, then only it will continue. So the forward motion is provided by the thrust of the engine. So the training aircraft, whether you fly the pilotus or you fly the Kiran, then you split. If you split, where do you go for fighters, what do you fly in fighters, what do you transport, those details need to be updated. So your defense knowledge needs to be improved. Same way, general awareness, I did not ask much because by the time you people go, probably the situation will be different. But keep yourself updated, read the newspaper, do not ask others, do not try to make it a common mistake. Read the newspaper in detail. If you are watching YouTube and other apps also, just see that you pick out, you follow certain things. And one of the most important current news which is going around is the Iran war. What is the latest on that? What is the latest on the blockade? What is on the state of Hormuz? Okay, yesterday a new chapter has begun, and that is about the Malacca Strait, where Mr. Rahul Gandhi has gone and said that we should not develop in India, Indian government. So read the paper, keep yourself updated. Now, when you talk about your strong points, the officer-like qualities consist of 15 qualities. So you cannot firstly have 15 qualities. Second thing is that you should not use the OIQ words. Okay? So here, what are the things you see? You should be hardworking, you should be goal-oriented, never die attitude, like to take responsibility, enjoy the company of friends. You know? So, see these things and bring them out. Don't say socially adaptable. Say, I like to make friends, meet.
Yes.
Or what adventure you come. It should not be that I go to a temple near the hill, which is a 15 minutes walk, acha track, and I come back. That is hardly anything. Okay. So just see whatever you've done. Similarly, when the last question is asked, what happens if you're not recommended? If you feel you're done well and you're a confident person, your responsibility is that I feel I've done well and work hard also prepared, and I'm confident that I will be achieving. However, he said, no, that's okay, but still if you are not recommended, then your reply that if it is I'm not recommended, sir, my first passion in life is join the defense forces. For that I have already appeared for other exams which I have qualified, and I will be coming for SSB for the whatever chances I have and join the defense, and I am positive that I will become a defense officer.
Right, sir.
If not, my other option is to join the corporate. And sir, I have already started applying. You don't wait for all your SSBs to finish. There is no guarantee that you are going to become an officer and you can't waste part of your life. So you should have already started applying, take up the job, and in between, if I am selected, sir, I will put the job and then continue. So these are some of the things which you need to improve upon. Now, if you have any questions, you can first ask.
No, sir. I knew, sir, कि I have to maintain a level of improvement. Sir, I know I have some improvements that needs to be done in me, sir. The clarity part is a bit missing, sir. I know that, sir.
You see the details I told you in the beginning, that the details, the observations, what, how, when,